We are a decentralized prediction market built on quantum, and we are building these prediction markets for China. Prediction markets, I mean, in short way, it's a like exchange so that people can like predict the future events results and exchange the results with each other. And what we are doing right now is we basically build this 100% decentralized on blockchain.
So Xiahong, I know you from China, our engineering community, and so I know a lot more about what you've worked on. But maybe as a first step, you can tell the audience a little bit more about why you got started on this project specifically, and where you see the potential.
Okay. So for the past like 7 years, I've been like really like focused on doing research in blockchain. Believe or not, I truly believe blockchain gonna be the next big thing since like even 6 or 7 years ago. It sounds very crazy, but at that moment, I do feel like a platform without server seems like the next challenge in technology side. So that's why I'm really like sticky and addicted in this area. And I've been spending a lot of time to see what's the real use case, or someone keeps looking for like, what's the killer app on Bitcoin, or what's the killer app on blockchain. Me too, I tried to find the answer of it for the past couple of years, and I couldn't. Blockchain has couple like issues. For example, like the three major issues for me are like, first, I mean, because of the block time, so it's not able to build like a real-time responsive application, and it cannot like hold like big data because of the block size limit, and you cannot do large-scale scaling computing based on blockchain. So it's very impractical. So that's why like for the past 6 years I've been just looking in this area and participate, like invest in a lot of ICOs, and starting from early last year. And this area is becoming very popular, and people from industry or regular people, they started paying attention on this. And I realized probably this is the best time to start my own project. Why? Because for one, you got audience. People start to recognize Bitcoin and blockchain as something like could be the next trend. Second, entrepreneurs as well. Like internet for the past decades has been flourished and creates so many cool stuff. But then we are reaching to some point, like right now, like we run out of new ideas, and we are sounds like reaching to some limits which we need to break through. And I believe blockchain is going to be the next trend. So that's why I start to think about like what should I build and contribute to this area, because I've been so experienced in this area. And I think prediction markets, it's something for now can tolerate those issues we have on blockchain, and still we are able to build very user-friendly products, like 100% based on that. And that's why I found Bodhi. And you may have heard of like some existing decentralized prediction market built on like Ethereum. What's unique for us is our prediction market is really like 100% decentralized, and our Oracle mechanism will make sure it's working. And right now we have been launched our alpha version, which has been tested on testnet, and we are supposed to launch our like mainnet products like within like less than 2 months, which is gonna be like end of next month. Thanks.
So perhaps you can tell everyone a little bit more about how the prediction markets work and how the mechanism works. For example, what you can predict, and how, if we were interested in participating in the alpha, what we could do.
Yeah, so I want to give a very small example because I want to give other people time. So in short, like imagine like we're gonna have when you run our server local, like on local, you don't have a server on the remote. Now you can create a event like say who's gonna be the winner for the upcoming like World Cup, and then we're gonna like create a couple results, right? Now people can start to predict, which basically is bad. Use deposits like quantum token or other token on the results that you believe gonna happen, right? And so by doing this, your token gonna hold in a smart contract. It's locked up by a smart contract. Now, when the thing happens, okay, some team win in the World Cup. Now, who's gonna set the results? It's 100% decentralized, remember. No one controls the system. And that's why Oracle comes into play. People create something called so-called decentralized Oracle so that people can vote on that, or we have third-party Oracle to set the results. But none of them is trustable. It's really possible to be hacked. That's why we are trying to build is a like on-chain judgment or on-chain court, so that people who hold our token, Bodhi token, can act like one of the player or one of the member of the court to vote multiple rounds until there's no, like no one disputes the results. So what we call is a consensus called proof of agreement. So how it works is for every round, you are only able to vote against on the previous rounds by deposit Bodhi token, which means stake your Bodhi token in a smart contract. You deposit this and stake that and vote against for the previous results. If your results is aligned with the final results, you win and you earn the rewards. If your votes results is different from the final results, then your token is gone. So it's kind of like like a gambling system, like where people have to decide whether you're going to be honest or dishonest. Yeah.
Awesome. So for those of you interested in prediction markets, you can follow and keep an eye out for Bodhi.
So when we deploy our Bodhi token on blockchain, and now we start to build this prediction market, right? And Bodhi token is kind of like internal currency in this whole smart contract system. And then we realized that we use ERC20 standard before, so it works in terms of, it's basically a standard, so there's no problem when you transfer from one A or B. But when you use that inside a smart contract, then we have a problem about this. You have to do like approve first and then transfer. So basically you have to make two function call internally to make one transaction, which for one cost transaction fee. Second is not that, it's really tedious to do that. And we cannot solve that problem right now because it's already deployed on the blockchain. So how are you going to do it next? We have a couple of solutions, but none of them are perfect. Some of them maybe require we to talk to the exchange, basically ask them to help, to cooperate, to replace the old smart contract with the new one, and doing some internal like service to, like basically it help user to replace from one token to the other one. Second, it's on-chain, but which requires all token holders to cooperate together, which is not like a realistic. So yeah, it's very like painful if you have some problem, but there's always some solution.